Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the case Smt.Kiran Singh vs. Sri Chaman Pesharan. Let's first stand this case briefly. In the case Smt.Kiran Singh vs. Sri Chaman Pesharan case, a dispute over land ownership was filed. The defendants claimed rights based on 12 years of tenancy. The trial court, appellate court, and the High Court dismissed the suit. In the Supreme Court, the appellants failed to establish their argument regarding the lack of jurisdiction. The court ruled that a decree passed without jurisdiction is void, but it cannot be set aside unless a prejudicial effect is proven. Now, let's study this case in detail. Answer: Smt.Kiran Singh and others appellants versus Sri Chaman Pesharan and others defendants. Reference AIR 1954 SC 340. Case summary: this case is based on section 9 and 21 of the Code of Civil Procedure involving a dispute over land ownership and possession. Facts of the case: the appellants own 12.51 acres of disputed land in village Bardiha. On April 12, 1993, the plaintiffs executed a document granting possession of the land to defendants number 12 and 13 as tenant cultivators for a premium of rupees 1950. The defendants number 12 and 13 cultivated the land, but at the time of harvest, defendants number 1 to 11 unlawfully reaped the crops. Trial court proceedings: the plaintiffs filed a suit in the trial court seeking possession of the land and past masonry profits. They valued the suit at rupees 1950 premium and rupees 1000 masonry profit, totaling rupees 2950. Defendants number 1 to 11 contested the suit, claiming that they had been tenant cultivators of the land for over 12 years, thereby acquiring the rights of occupancy tenants. They further argued that the plaintiffs had no authority to execute the documents on April 12, 1943, and that defendants number 12 and 13 acquired no rights under it. Trial court decision: the court ruled that defendants number 1 to 11 had acquired occupancy tenancy rights due to their possession as tenant cultivators for over 12 years. It held that the document executed on April 12, 1943 conferred no right to defendants number 12 and 13. Consequently, the suit was dismissed. The proceedings were ex parte against defendants number 12 and 13. Appellate court proceedings: the appellants filed a first appeal in the appellate court, which was dismissed. High court proceedings: the appellants then filed a second appeal before the High Court. During the proceedings, the stamp reporter raised an objection for the first time, stating that the suit had been undervalued. Upon review, the correct valuation was determined to be rupees 9880. The plaintiffs argued that based on the new valuation, the trial court lacked jurisdiction to hear the suit. Consequently, the first appeal should not have been heard by the district judge, but rather by the High Court itself. The plaintiffs requested that their appeal be treated as a first appeal instead of a second appeal. The High Court rejected this request and dismissed the appeal as a second appeal. Supreme Court proceeding: the appellants obtained special leave to appeal against the High Court's decision before the Supreme Court. The appellants argued that the decree passed by the lower court was void as it lacked jurisdiction to hear the suit and render a decision. They further contended that a decree passed by a court lacking jurisdiction is null and void, and such an objection can be raised at any stage of the proceedings. However, the plaintiffs failed to demonstrate any adverse impact caused by the district judge's decision. Moreover, the plaintiffs themselves had initially valued the suit and there was no fault on the part of the defendants. An adverse impact can serve as grounds for relief only if it results from an intentional error by the opposing party. However, if the adverse impact is due to one's own mistake, it can be a basis for relief. In this case, the appellant suffered no prejudice as the district judge had given both parties a full opportunity to be heard before rendering his decision. Based on these arguments, the Supreme Court dismissed the appeal with cause. Legal principle established. In this case, the Supreme Court established the following legal principle. First, a decree passed by a court without jurisdiction is void. Second, a mere change in procedural format does not constitute grounds for adverse impact. Third, a decree can only be set aside if adverse impact is proven. Please watch full video, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.